Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we're going to do this week your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 8th through to the 14th of June 2020. For your reading, guys, the cards that we are using are the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Those cards will be looking at your general situation for the week. We're looking at the Light Seers Tarot for your career, and the Tarot Grand Lux for Love by Chira Marchetti. For spiritual advice, we're using my Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Really love this deck. Okay, sit back, guys, and enjoy. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So we're going to do the 8th to the 14th of June 2020 today. For your general reading, we're using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. For your career reading, we're using the Light Seers Tarot, and also for the love reading, we're using the Tarot Grand Lux. Okay, let's make a start. Here we go. Okay then, Scorpio, let's have a look at what the advice is on general for you guys. Ooh, 8 of Wands, says the universe. So 8 of Wands is a card that indicates speed, movement, swift changes. 8 of Wands, messages with the 8 of Wands energy showing here. Advancement, progress, it's an 8. Very quick though, it's like really, really quick. Let's have a look at the next one. So the Hanged Man. I just feel that with the Hanged Man, it depends on what this is. I mean, we could probably say, well, maybe the universe is talking about a very quick change of perspective, because the Hanged Man represents a change of perspective, and this can be something really quick. Alternatively, it could be the universe is trying to tell you that maybe with the 8 of Wands, some form of progress is going to be halted or delayed, because the Hangman will tend to delay something, and that can be progress, movement, or there could be a delay on some form of information or message coming to you, showing there. It looks like it's coming from an individual, a King of Coins. I'm actually going to say that I think there could be delays in terms of some progress or communication coming from this individual, showing here. Or it could be a transaction or transfer delayed. It might be to do with money. Let's have a look at the next one showing here. Okay, the Magician energy showing here. So, I mean, the King of Coins could be somebody who, position of power. This might be somebody who works in a financial capacity or housing capacity, with the King of Pentacles, or a business capacity. It might be with the Magician energy that this person here, it might be that this person has some form of power or control, or I don't want to say that they're a manipulator. It depends what this is, because this person, especially if something to do with a message or communication is delayed here concerning a person, maybe this is to do with something that's being started. Let's have a look at the next one, the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands for me, the Magician energy. So the Magician. We have the King of Pentacles here. So the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, the Magician. So it feels like this person, I don't know whether I don't think they're a manipulator. I think that feels like there's a powerful person here. Somebody who has the power to create or bring something into being here. It may be with the 3 of Wands energy. It may be that you're waiting for something to come in here, because often the 3 of Wands can be your ships are coming in. But just looking at the reading, it just feels like something is being delayed. It feels like there's something being delayed. Now, also Mercury, which rules the Magician, this is the planet of communication and speed as well. So communication and speed. Maybe there's some form of communication here. Maybe you're waiting for some form of communication showing up here, because it feels like this, and we've got twice communication being delayed or waiting for communication. And the Eight of Wands, this could be communication is delayed or progress is being delayed here. It looks like it's concerning a King of Coins, and it looks like maybe there's a message or some form of communication, information, the Magician energy that's meant to come from this King here. But it may be that you're waiting for something. So don't be surprised if there's some form of progress or delay around communication coming from a very important person, possibly on this week. Let's have a look at your career. So we've got, oh, you've got this Hangman again. So you've got the Hangman there and the Hangman there. Okay, again, for me, the delay could be, there could be a delay, the Hangman. Let's have a look at the next one. But this is good, because how I would read this is that if there have been delays concerning your career, Scorpio, things are beginning to move forward with the Chariot. Let's have a look at the next one showing up here. So we have an Emperor. This could be an establishment, an organisation, or somebody in a place of power. Let's have a look here. The Ten of Swords. No, this looks like boundaries are now at an end with that 10. It feels like you had some boundaries in terms of work. Boundaries, some form of blocks happening, because the Emperor can represent boundaries and blocks, that type of thing. But with the Ten of Swords, I think that this is now at an end, finally. Finally at the end of the painful situation. And what have we got here? The Ace of Cups energy, new beginnings, things beginning to open up with the Ace of Cups, things beginning to flow again with the Ace of Cups, because the water tends to flow. So in terms of work, what we're getting is the ending and the new beginning coming in with that 10 and that Ace. And then we have a delay, but things are now moving forward. So things have been delayed in terms of career, things are now moving forward. A boundary with the Emperor energy here. The ending of a boundary showing here, and things beginning to open up again concerning your career. All right, maybe for some of you guys it's something new that's happening around career as well. But it feels like there were delays. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was connected for some of you guys in with what's been happening around the world lately. But things are beginning to open up again concerning career over the next sort of between the 8th and the 14th. Let's have a look finally at your love life. Oh, nice. So harmonious relationships with the Ten of Cups. A harmonious relationship. I'm seeing a harmonious relationship possibly with a younger individual, a younger person here. I mean, for some of you guys, it doesn't have to be a romantic love. It could simply be harmony and contentment with your child, for example. Page of Cups could easily be a kid. So for some of you guys, it might be you're feeling harmony and contentment with your child, for example. Some of you guys, it might be you're feeling harmonious and happy in terms of a new relationship or a young relationship with the Page of Cups energy, or perhaps a younger lover with the Page of Cups energy showing there. But I do feel, unfortunately, I would say that there's a bit of an illusion here with that Seven of Cups energy showing here. Knight of Swords. There's a bit of an illusion. A Knight of Swords. It could be a messenger or an action. Right, the Hierophant energy showing here. The Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords. A message. There's a bit of an illusion though. Message. The message. I feel that there's a message here. I think that this is a message, because we've already got our person here, whoever that is. I don't think it's a child now. I think that some of you guys are feeling really settled. I think it's in a new relationship or with a younger lover. But there's a little bit of a confusing message here in terms of commitment, because the messenger is the Knight of Swords. And so the message that's being delivered, because knights deliver things, and with the swords being messages and communication, something's being delivered. So I think that even though you guys may be feeling harmonious and happy and joyful with that Ten of Cups energy in a new relationship, a young relationship, a younger lover with the Page of Cups energy, or somebody who has a youthful vibe about them, you're feeling really good there, Scorpio. I think there could be a confusing message that's being delivered via that page about commitment. So it might be that you're feeling really good in a relationship with someone, but they're the message that they deliver about wanting to commit, or about perhaps wanting to move the relationship to the next stage, to more commitment or even marriage or whatever it is. I think that they may be delivering a very confusing message. So on the one sense, you feel that you guys are perfect and that you're going to be settling down and everything's going to be going really well. But on the other, it's the message that this page delivers to you that's kind of like, what's going on there then? I thought that they wanted to settle down. Now they're kind of saying that they're not sure, or that. I think what's happening here in love is that the actions of a person, whoever this person is, Scorpio, their actions are very positive. But I think that when it comes to what they say to you, it's very confusing. So I think that you're getting kind of confusing messages in a relationship from someone here in that week. Let's quickly read the cards again before we wrap up this reading. So in terms of general, I'm seeing progress is delayed, or there are delayed messages, or progress is being delayed. 8 of Wands and the Hangman. It's coming from this person. It could be a business person showing here, a boss, that type of thing, the King of Coins energy. Could be somebody dealing with a property, maybe, with the King of Coins energy. I think that it might be that you have to wait for things to start up, or it may be that something to do with communication and information with that Page of Coins energy, that with the 3 of Wands you're waiting for. So it may be that you're having to wait for some communication to come in from this individual here. Progress is delayed via that King. Communication, because this is meant to be speedy communication. So it might also be in terms of, because this could be an email and that type of thing, because the Magician is all about communication that comes really, really fast. It's like, if you was to say, when will this person email me, and you shuffle the cards and you got a Magician, more than likely you look in your inbox and the message is already there, because the messenger of the message of the Magician is really, really quick. But it feels like you're left waiting for a message to come through, this Magician, to waiting for some really important information to come through via this person, which may delay some progress showing here. In terms of job though, Hangman, so you've been delayed, you've been waiting for things to happen in terms of career, but I see things moving forward now. So we had a delay, but things are moving forward with the Chariot. I feel that in terms of the delay, I think that there were boundaries here, there were blocks being put on your progress, but I think that with the 10 of Swords, that is now coming to the end of its cycle, and new things, this thing is now beginning to open up to you with the Ace of Cups, which is nice. And finally, in terms of love, I do see satisfaction, contentment and harmony within a new relationship, a new lover, a young relationship, a younger lover, but this person may give you cross messages, confusing messages. They may deliver, Knight of Swords, confusing messages, I think, with the 7 of Cups energy, probably about settling down, committing, that type of thing. So I think in that week, in terms of if you are confused by what somebody's telling you, they're acting a certain way, but what they're saying is completely different. I think it's best just to confront and get the lowdown on what's going on there. And finally, what's the advice, spiritual advice for the week, Scorpio? So it says share your gifts is what the spiritual advice is. Let's have a look. Let's turn this around. The universe is saying to you, your creativity positively impacts the world. It's rife with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. Fantastic. Okay, that is your reading, Scorpio. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section or the end screen. That's it. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye.